Video game consoles. We love them, sometimes we hate them. But there's also some of the worst ones in history. Wii U and Virtual Boy. But these consoles don't compare to the worst video games. So today, I'm coming up with the most top 10 worst video games in history. And I'm doing this with Bowser Jr. Fan 13, who is also helping me with this video.
It's good to be on this channel. So your boy is hanging out here, hanging out with Future Damon on doing this top 10 list. But the way we're gonna do it, like, I'll explain one of my 5 least favorite video games. He'll explain his. So I'm gonna go first, if he doesn't mind. So number 5 on my list is Mortal Kombat Armageddon. This is one of the Mortal Kombat games that I thought could have had potential, yet they screwed it all up. I was like, Midway or NetherRealm Studios, whatever you want to call them. Like, what were you doing? Mortal Kombat Armageddon by far has the worst graphics ever in a game, and the fact it was cool that they brought back some cool characters, but at the same time, why did you have to bring back the worst characters like Kai, Cobra, Lee May, Bo Raicho of all characters? Why bring him back? The combat in this is not even that good. I mean, it's as worst as Deadly Alliance, as far as I know. The fatalities, there's barely any fatalities. It's not even creative. It's just ripping people's limbs off. And to make it worse, this game even has a Mario Kart ripoff. Yes, a Mario Kart ripoff. You heard me. Oh my gosh, this game is just the worst. Like, I don't want to see anything related to this ever again.
What should I say? There is a lot of glitches in this game. Like, literally, if you think about it, there's a lot of glitches in this game. The ring keeps shaking, reps over the place. Career mode was bad. There was something about women's hair flying around, like a bunch of swords and blades and everything. The game was just horrible. It felt like a prototype. It felt like a demo almost. And I would give this game a 1.5. Just bad. That's all I gotta say about this game.
Mario is Missing and Mario's Time Machine is on number 4. You know, when you think of those two names, you think, oh, wow, these look like they could be good Mario games. But no, I was wrong. Because one time I played Mario is Missing on the NES, and there's also an SNES version, I thought, wow, so now I'm playing as Luigi and I'm gonna save Mario, let's go. But I realized that the game was super boring and so dumb. Like, enemies don't hurt you at all, and you have to solve these history quizzes, and I'm like, wait, history quizzes? What? And the same thing with Mario's Time Machine. You have to solve these history quizzes and bring all this stuff from back in time, like go travel through time and something like. The plot to this is so weird. Basically, these two games were made specifically to educate kids. Yes, to educate kids. I don't want to be educated. I want my brain to rot.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 from 2015. Honestly, I can think of far more worse Tony Hawk games in history, but you know, this game ranks up with that. It's more worse than Tony Hawk Shred and Tony Hawk's Ride, which were made in 2010. But this one was made for PS4, and based on everyone's reactions to this game was just horrible. I haven't played a Tony Hawk game since like 2008, 2009. But yeah, this game is the worst. That's all I gotta say about it. The skateboard mechanisms are bad. Yeah. Just don't play this if you ever get this game. I'm sorry, Tony Hawk. I know you're listening to this video, but please make a better game next time.
Number 3, Final Fantasy XIII. This game was released in 2009. After Final Fantasy 11 and 12's released, many fans were having serious doubts on the franchise, especially with some spin-off games that nobody pretty much liked. I mean, there were some that were good, others eh. But when Final Fantasy 13 was announced, we all thought this was going to be a really good game. But in reality, when we started playing it, we hated this game so much. Everything about it was, I mean, the graphics were okay, the cutscenes were good. The only thing good out of this is the cutscenes, the graphics, the soundtrack, and only some of the main characters. Like Lightning, the main character of the game, she's the only good character in this game. Everyone else, they all just suck. I hate all the other main characters. The gameplay was bad. Everything. The gameplay was just so long and boring. There was so much going on. Like, even the story doesn't even make any sense. Like, it's all so confusing. Like, I don't know what Square Enix was thinking when they developed Final Fantasy 13, but thank God Final Fantasy 13-2 and Lightning Returns made everything a whole lot better.
Number 3 on this list is Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. I played this before on my channel like 2 years ago. It was on the emulator for Game Boy Advance. All I gotta say is this game was kind of boring in my opinion because it wasn't that much going on with that game, and plus it wasn't that much characters, especially on the console versions of the game. So, and plus before this game came out, there was a creepy ass commercial. Sorry YouTube if I'm cussing. Which I will show in a few. But yeah, all I gotta say, this game was kind of boring. For anybody that was born that played in the era of 2002, because this game came out 2 months after I was born. But yeah, I will show the commercial right about now.
Number 2, we have Mega Man X7. This game was released in 2003, and it's the 7th installment of the franchise. In the X series, like after we got X6, it was a big disaster. We were hoping X7, a brand new 3D Mega Man game, would be as good as Mega Man Legends, aka Mega Man 64 if you played the Nintendo 64 version. Anyways, the only positives about this game is the music. That's all that's good about it. Alright, everything else, that's all the end of it. The graphics are ugly. I mean, seriously, for a PlayStation 2 game, they should have better graphics. X8 has better graphics than X7. And to make matters worse, let's not forget the fact that, the gameplay was so glitchy and buggy. It was so laggy as well. The voice acting was awful. Anyone remember Tornado Tanyan, Vanishing Bungaroo, and Flame Hyanard's voices? Yeah, I guarantee you who remembers all that, you guys get serious headaches from it. Alright, the playable characters, let's get to that. First off, we got Zero returning. I mean, that's awesome. He's cool. And then we got this new character named Axel, who becomes a new stable character of the series. I don't like Axel in this game. I pretty much prefer him in X8 Command Mission and X Dive. That's a better version of Axel. X7's Axel is the worst. Oh, and I know what you're gonna say. What about Mega Man X? What about Mega Man X? Well, I hate to say it to you all, but despite this game being called Mega Man X7, Mega Man X, the main goddamn character, is not playable at the beginning of the game. You have to unlock him to play as him. Why? It's called Mega Man X7. You can't play as the main character? You know what? That's it. I'm sorry. I can't deal with this anymore. Nope, I'm done.
Man, goddamn 06. Listen, all I gotta say about this game, it was horrible on 360. When it came out in 05, right, I had to be little. I had the GameCube, so I had Man 04 or like 05 by that time. But I can tell when everybody bought this game was horrible. I even watched a review by South Drake TV. He gives the most honest opinions about, Madden games, NBA games, stuff like that. Go subscribe to him. I'll probably link his channel in the description. He's a really cool channel. But this game was just goddamn horrible. You want me to go into details, but all I gotta say, it was just a bad game for 360, but it was good on PS2. I can't.
Number 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, or otherwise other people call this Sonic 06. My god, is this game so horrible. Music and that one cutscene with Shadow roundhouse kicking Silver in the head, that's the only thing that's ever good out of this game. Everything else is so bad. Oh my gosh, like, I could just rant so much about how much this game is. The graphics, the cutscenes are just, I don't know, the graphics are just overall bad, especially with the CGI in-game graphics cutscenes. They were, like, so awful. The game's glitchy, it's buggy, the story is so confusing, it makes you want to roll your eyes. There's dumb side quests like doing math equations or walking a dog or choosing who do you love, Amy or Princess Elise. Oh, speaking of Princess Elise, she's by far the worst character ever introduced in this game, and she will never be in a Sonic game ever again. Why? Because, oh my gosh, if she cries, she releases this random monster that's gonna kill us all, or even worse, she causes the fan base to explode the moment in that scene when she kisses Sonic. No, I'm not joking. Sonic dies, and he gets resurrected when Elise kisses him. Oh my gosh, I hate this game so much. And not only that, like, oh my gosh, just straight up the gameplay is just so bad. Like, you have no idea how bad the Mach speed sections are. Most of the characters are so slow. Blaze barely gets any attention in this game. It's Blaze the cat. Like, she's a very important character in the Sonic Rush series. Like, why don't you give her much attention? And look, I know all of you fans might like this game mainly because it introduces Silver, but keep in mind, the Silver that we see in future games is not from this game. The Silver from the future games is from Sonic Rivals, so you don't have to worry since this game's not canon. But oh my gosh, even Silver's role in this game was so horrible. Now, some of you will be like, well, Sonic 06 for the most part isn't that bad, and I know some of you probably be hating me over saying like, oh, come on, there's worse Sonic games than that. But you know what? I don't give up. No more. I just don't. I hate this game so much. You know what I want to see? I want everyone to recall all of the cartridges, just like they did with E.T. on the Atari, and bury them into the ground, or better yet, put molten lava in those holes, and fill it up with lava. Just destroy every piece of cartridge. Like, if you even bring this game to me, I'm just gonna straight up take out the disc and break it. Because, listen, I will never, and I repeat this, never ever play this mother game on my channel ever. It's never happening. So screw this. Sonic 06 is the worst. I'm done. It's over. End of discussion. Well, that's all I have to say about this game. Alright, Future Damon, you have one more game on your list. Please, let all your frustration out and get this list over with.
NBA 2K18, and I am disappointed with this one. This game was released back in 2017, and I had the prelude back then and had the full game a month later. This game was full of glitches and bugs. I wasn't interested in this game. They they did something new though with the career mode, and which is like a city called the neighborhood, which is now going strong today. But now with the next gen of 2K21, now there's a new city called 2K the City. You know, and the cover art. I'm gonna explain this right now. When Kyrie had left Cleveland, right? So this was the original cover art of 2K18, which you see on your screens right now. And and when Kyrie went to Celtics, they changed it up. So yeah. And plus there's another version. I think there's like a Canadian version of it with DeMar DeRozan. But that's all I gotta say about it. Honestly. That's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks to Bowser Jr. Fan 13 for helping me with this video. Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, it's been a rough time of us doing this list, but hey, at least it's over, am I right?
Yep. Make sure you guys subscribe and don't forget to like and comment your guys' top 10 worst video games. And I'll see you next time.